On the Corpsepaint Show, we sail the waters, Janie Slash. We sail waters that have cross currents of horror and punk and metal and witchcraft and dark arts and witch house and all of that great stuff. Today we're going to be talking about some excellent British metal. And I see you brought your new plush friend over there, a Gretzko.
If you squeeze her, she's supposed to, shake.
Mm-hmm, like she's singing death metal.
Yeah, but she's not shaking. She was earlier. I think I broke her.
No, it's all right. Look.
Hey, guys. Also want to mention Agretzka Season 2 premiered on June 14th, I believe. So that was like a week ago. So if you haven't watched it, I haven't got to watch it, so don't spoil it for me. I hear it's amazing, so check it out.
And it's Netflix, right?
It is on Netflix. You can binge watch the entire season. They're short. They're like little 10-minute, 15-minute episodes. Probably going to go home and do that.
Gretzko is the office-working panda, red panda who sings death metal.
She has to deal with like corporate America and all the bullshit involved and the stresses. And she likes to sing death metal karaoke and drink lots of beer. I relate.
We've been encouraging people to think for themselves since 2016 on this show. And Gretzko is a fun watch. It is.
This was my early birthday present.
Okay.
My birthday present's in July. My birthday's in July, but I got this early.
Hey,
it's from Kid Robot.
Wild Weekend. I went to a great show Friday night at Gas Monkey. They always have good events. It seems like right now and always at Gas Monkey Live and Gas Monkey Bar.
Yeah, they do. I like Gas Monkey.
It was a cool package on Friday night.
Sweet. Do you want to talk about what band you went and saw?
Raven Black.
I went and saw a concert at Gas Monkey. It was amazing, but I'm not going to tell you who I saw.
Devil Driver, and of course Static X.
I wasn't there. I was doing other stuff.
That's all right. Your sunglasses look so good.
They're the Ouija boards. Remember, you can use them to speak, to demons and spirits, but whatever you summon, you have to put back. Get away! Don't touch me.
Well, we don't want. We put demons back into people. That's what we do. We reverse exorcisms.
I'm not into possession. I don't feel like you should be able to possess something.
Look,
especially if it's not yours.
So we're trying to connect right now via video call with Metatron and JD Tate from Meads of Asphodel. They have a brilliant new video out, which really is the title track to their new full-length release, Running Out of Time Doing Nothing. Clever title,
love
right?
that title.
Yeah. And so Meads of Asphodel are a super interesting British band. And when you talk about British metal, I don't know, I think that you've got to have them in the discussion. To me, it ain't about Iron Maiden. It's about Meads of Asphodel. Mm-hmm. Running Out of Time Doing Nothing is on Godrea
and
Records.
They have a brand new video out for that?
Yeah, for the title song. So we'll show it. Yeah, we'll show it.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, and we'll want to talk about all of their songs on this release, but in addition, I know that we both we're looking into their past, and it's super interesting, all their prior...
Did you see my shirt?
Yeah, explain it.
It's a ghost, and it's angry, and its arms are crossed, and it says, "This is Bullshit." And it goes in the deck. That's all you need to know about it.
Let's turn off the lights and just see. Janie Slash, to my right. Always bringing excitement to the Corpsepaint Show and updates on everything. Hey, where are you going this coming weekend?
I'm going to Arizona for Mad Monster.
Is it in Phoenix?
It's in Scottsdale.
Okay, when you say Mad Monster, to
famous.
someone who doesn't know, it sounds like you got a date with a monster or something. So
I might have a date with a monster. You never know.
explain what it is you're going to.
It's a horror movie convention, like one of the most fabulous ones. It's in Arizona. It's once a year. Well, it's once a year in Arizona. They also have one in North Carolina, and they have some amazing guests on store. It's a little smaller, more like family. You get to know everybody there. A lot of the stiffs, which are the volunteers, you get to know them. They're pretty incredible. They have scavenger hunts. They have awesome photo ops. Some of the photo ops are incredible.
I saw Elvira's going to be.
Elvira's going to be there in costume for photo ops. Sid Haig's going to be there as Captain Spaulding for photo ops. They have the kid from Pet Sematary. Miko Hughes is going to be there. The kid from The Shining, the original Shining. He's going to be there. He's not a kid anymore, but of course the actors that played the kids back in the day is what I mean here. Adrienne Barbeau, who I am very excited about meeting. I just love her so much. She's in one of my favorite movies, Creepshow. My favorite segment, of course. We will be performing, me and Raindrops will be performing in the Madam Monster showcase on Saturday night. We will be doing some very exciting routines, some that are pretty well known here if you're local to Dallas. You'll have seen them at the Deadly Sins Burlesque show. I will be performing my Creepshow routine, where Rain will be Fluffy, my creep monster. And then I'll also be performing a Pet Cemetery themed routine, and Rain will be doing her baby routine where she ties me up because I'm a cheerleader and does terrible things to me, but people seem to like to watch.
So this performance at Mad Monster is free for people to see.
Yes, it's free for people to see.
And all right, so look.
And I think Rain's doing her Elvira routine. Yes, it's free. It's Saturday night at 10 p.m. So come check it out, and then I will meet you in the bar afterwards for some karaoke because I like to sing.
Look, Janie Slash.
I don't sound too terrible.
When you get back, we want to report here on the Corpsepaint show.
Of course, I won't be here next Sunday. I'll be coming home from Arizona.
Yeah, so in 2 weeks we want to go to report with pictures of how the weekend was and Madame Monster.
Of course, it's Madame Monster. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited.
Madame Monster.
I'm so excited. Yeah, and also Sunny Voodoo is going to be performing too. She's amazing. She's doing this awesome like vampiros, I think Lesbos, if I remember correctly, belly dance number. It's supposed to be extra amazing. And if you find me at the after party, I usually will be doing some sort of blockhead or balloon swallow or sideshow.
Now that's in Phoenix this coming weekend. It's the 28th, 29th.
And if the pool's working, I mean, like if the pool's cool, it's not raining. Because last year we were there during monsoon season. I will probably be chilling by the pool, drinking margaritas.
Sounds real cool.
Look, raindrops.
So our band we're connecting with, and Jason on the board, he's our engineer. He is reaching out to them for direct connection with our guys from the UK. But when you think of British metal, Janie Slash, when you think of British...
One more thing about Mad Monster. Also, me and Rain we have a table. We'll be at a table. So if you're interested in picking up any, I think I'll have some Corpsepaint show stickers. If you're in Arizona and you like a Corpsepaint show sticker or any Janie Slash stickers or any like actual photos, there's the flyer. Thank you, Jason. Any flyers, not flyers, but any like photos, I'll have some photos there for purchase. Yeah, definitely. Come stop by and see me. At least come stop by and say hi if you're in the Arizona area.
That's the big event right there.
Yeah, you'll be able to find me. Janie Slash.
That sounds good, Janie.
I want to party with all of you and meet all of you. We're going to have a good time. I promise.
What's the website to go to? Is it Mad Monster Arizona?
MadMonster.com. And then you pick Arizona.
Okay.
Because I think there used to be a bunch. He's had one in New Orleans at one point. There's one in California sometimes. But I know the two main ones are Arizona and Scarizona. Scarizona and Scarizona.
I think what I want to do is, here in a minute, we're going to show the video of Meads of Asphodel, their new song from the new album. The brand new release.
Yes.
Now, when you think of British music, you might think of the Kinks. You might think of the Stranglers. You might think of Roxy Music. You might think of Pink Floyd. You might think of David Bowie. But when it comes to the metal version of British music, no, I don't think Iron Maiden. I think Meads of Asphodel. Meads of Asphodel. They're quintessentially British. We'll talk to the guys here in a minute. So they have a song, Jason. This is the one that is running out of time doing nothing video, and you'll get a real flavor of what this band is like and their sound. We're ready for that if you want to pop it up, Jason, on the music video.
I'm ready.
Janie Slash.
Yes.
So look, we're going to go to your segment in a minute, but first we're going to talk about the ocean.
Are we talking about the ocean?
Yeah, we're going to talk about
which ocean specifically are we talking
ocean.
about?
We're talking about
All
4
the
oceans. Yeah, 4 oceans.
Oh, the Atlantic.
We're talking
Pacific.
We're talking about 4 oceans. So I'll show you what I mean here.
What's the
I'll
other
show you
one?
what I mean. Look, this is a nonprofit called 4 Ocean.
Oh, I was trying to impress you with the fact that I knew what the oceans were.
Now we're trying to connect with the guys from Meads of Asphodel.
I thought this was just a cool background music.
But I want to point out to you this article, this website.
Hello, hi.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Jeez, right. I'm not going to touch a goddamn thing.
That's how I feel about technology. I'm not a fan of computers at all.
Well, yeah, we want to make sure we can see you.
I
guys.
can't even operate them. That's why I'm sitting on sitting over here behind the microphone. Hi guys.
Oh, there we go.
I see you.
We can see you, we can hear you.
Yeah,
right.
awesome. It's good news. Good news.
All right. Hey, guess what? We just played your video of running out of time doing nothing. And so, of course, the title track to the new release. And hey, give us the update. It looked like there was a little bit of a pushback on the release date, right? A few days. JD, we're talking to JD and Metatron from Meads of Asphodel.
Okay. So repeat that again, sorry?
What is the update on the release date?
Well,
About a week away.
hopefully a week away.
Great. Okay.
Great.
We like being 1 week ahead of everything over here at the Corpsepaint show, so it's perfect. Now, the title is Running Out of Time Doing Nothing. This is a full-length release.
Where will you be able to purchase your album once it's available?
You can get it from our website, www.meadsofasphodel.co.uk. And there'll be a few other places. I believe it'll be up on our Godrare record label eBay store as well.
Yeah, it's out on CD, on all the digital platforms soon as well.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully vinyl will be out later.
Everything working out well with Godrare Records?
Yeah, I suppose it becomes a labour of love in this new age, because it's not like it was with the, illegal downloading, I suppose. So where you pressed a couple of thousand CDs 5 years ago, 1,000 CDs last year, it's very hard to shift. Even the big bands find it hard to shift, even a couple of thousand CDs now.
It's a different landscape. It is. It's a different landscape.
Sure. It's congested. There's 50 times as many bands selling literally 1% of what bands used to sell. It's a very strange climate. I'm not sure if I'll ever get used to it.
I understand. Now, all right, so we've got Metatron on the left as we look at you guys, and JD Tate on the right. These are the two guys from Meads of Asphodel, and we're very proud that you found time, that you devoted some time to coming on our show today. I do want to have our engineer pop up your website, and also Metatron, you've got a very interesting, great blog website as well. So Jason, pop those up. I think they're informative and a great place to go to stay up to date. There we go. Janie Slash, this is the band's website.
Yeah, I looked over it. It's a very nice website.
And has a good...
I like the backdrop. It's very calming.
You can just let that play all day.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I think the message here is the waves are coming. Nature is changing.
Yeah, it was the theme. In the past, we've gone for our photo shoots and stuff. We've gone for castles and forests and things like that. And this time we went around for a beach location, and I decided to use a lot of that beach footage for the website, which worked quite well.
Yeah, that's very rad.
It's well done. Hey, would it be fair to say that this is an album full of diversity, like a lot of your other releases as well? And, I think that word diversity is, I'm using it in a positive way. I think you throw a lot of elements into this.
Why would diversity not be positive?
Of course.
I think diversity is very positive.
Yeah. So, there's straight ahead metal. There's a little bit of ambient. There's a little bit of acoustic. There's some female voice. You've got a great preview of the whole album on well, I watched it on Metatron on your website.
Yeah, there's a lot of whereas the Jesus the Jew album and the Sondo Commando album especially were very conceptual. So James's writing was pretty much in that kind of vein of one theme.
Yep.
Whereas this new album is pretty much going back to what we used to do in the first couple of albums, wasn't it? Where it's basically anything goes. So it's a lot more freer, it's a lot more loose, and there's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, well, it's weird to everyone else. It's pretty normal to me and straightforward.
Yeah.
And I was drawn to that Funeral Drums song, which is a little bit slower, but it just had an impact and an atmosphere and a great beat.
Yeah, it's a lot to do with the North American Indians as a kind of maybe a lost genocide, but it's more to do with the strong and the weak, because we're well aware that with any culture you pick on the weak, and no doubt the Indians done it to themselves. And when the kind of Europe went over to the Americas, we'd done the same. So that song's pretty much about that.
Yeah, it was the American genocide. American Indians in this country.
Yeah,
it was
not as brief as, let's say, the Holocaust. It probably took 100 years of that kind of slow, but I think genocide is an apt word for it. Yeah.
There's a lot of hatred in the world right now, Metatron.
I think there's always been a lot of hatred in the world. It's just with a modern take on it, you're pretty much absorbing the whole world's hatred, especially with social media, whether you take it as true or fake news, as I suppose your president loves to say.
Mm-hmm.
But 500 years ago, even 200 years ago, hatred was pretty much localized, whereas now, when you actually absorb the hatred in the world, it's pretty, it's incredible. But yeah, there is a hell of a lot around.
You make a good point, and I know that this is a fuel for a lot of your songs.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think that social media and the internet in general speed up a lot of that hatred, and like you said, you absorb the whole world's worth, and it is. Yeah, I don't. You could make the argument. Certainly could be made. It's just not healthy for the human race. Too much social media. I don't know, but then again, I rely on it daily. So
I think it's. I think 90% of human beings are pretty decent. I think it's that 10% of arseholes, and that's all it takes. You can have a room full of 100 decent people, but if you've got one arsehole, he'll probably end up being the leader of that 100 because of his violence and aggression, because most people don't want violence in their lives.
Yes, good point. And Janie Slash, so look, here's the thing. Anger is an energy, and it's healthy to sing and write about it, in my opinion, and that's what the message of metal is. And they hit the nail on the head.
It's a very positive way to get your aggression out.
Metal?
Metal, yeah.
Yeah, oh, of course.
That's what they say. Metalheads are some of the most, level-headed, calmest people.
Look,
they get it all out.
I think also that you guys act sort of as a newspaper, if I can, news source for maybe some kids who don't know the history of hatred across the globe for so many centuries.
Yeah, I think we've always lyrically tried to write kind of from a factual point of view rather than from a myth or fiction. It's pretty much real, and wherever you go in the world, you're going to find it. And if we can write something down that's people can relate to, an arsehole's an arsehole. You don't have to be. You can be any colour. You know.
Yeah.
That's just basically it, isn't it?
I like to think we do it with a Monty Python-esque humour.
Well, see, okay, there's dark humor there, and that's appreciated. It is.
Yeah, you know, it's that whole. You got to look on the bright side. You got to have a laugh. You know, no matter how bad, how dark things get, your humour will be one of those things that will get you through those dark times. You know, so we feel it's important to reflect that in the music as well.
Yeah, good point. That's a very good point. I appreciate the fact that there's. I think even in the most extreme metal, black metal, death metal, there's dark humor.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So tell me more about kind of the, I don't know, the writing process and putting this all together. And, hey, can we just mention here, Imperative PR, taking care of you guys. I mean, man, they put out the word quickly, and this is how I learned about your new release, is directly from their post and their information. Imperative PR, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they've done a really good job for us so far. We've been pretty impressed. First time we've used them, and first time we've released a record on our own label as well. But yeah, them guys, from what we've seen, they've done a really great job for us.
And I've known Paul for, blimey, since his Dusty Fold days. It's a long, long time ago. So we go back a long way.
Jenny Slash, where are you going? Okay. Hey, all right. She fell out of her chair. Hey.
Okay, I dropped Ramon, and I ran Spartan Race yesterday, so my calves don't move. So I kind of fell out of the chair to pick him up.
She ran this 5-mile obstacle course race yesterday.
It was like 3 miles of stairs.
Rather you than me.
It was so, yeah. Oh, my legs do not work today. I'm like walking like a penguin or something.
And it's pretty hot here in Texas right now too. Add that element.
It's like 90 something degrees yesterday. It was hot.
Ooh. Janie
it was
Slash.
Steamy.
So they did a cover EP. Called "Life Is Shit."
I like it. I agree sometimes.
I agree. Everyone can relate to that title. And so this is how I know these guys are influenced by some great British music, and that's there's the cover of it right there. They cover the Stranglers, the Ruts, and Stiff Little Fingers, right?
Yeah, we actually had Paul Fox, the guitarist of the Ruts.
Yep.
I think he died a year after he came to the studio to record the lead on the Ruts. So we're very lucky. He's an absolutely fantastic guy, and I think the Ruts pretty much. They were very similar to the Clash in the way they incorporated reggae with the punk. But if Owen had survived instead of dying of that heroin overdose, I think they would have become a big band, the Ruts.
I agree. And rest in power, Paul Fox. Yeah. The Ruts I always thought were just fantastic. And, how can you get a song like Babylon's Burning out of your brain? This is a brilliant tune.
It is. To do it justice, with any cover that we've done, we respect that the originals can never be bettered, but we like that music so much that sometimes we just try to do our version of it.
Do you want fans to just embrace the sound, or do you want them to evoke what you're speaking of in the lyrics?
I think first and foremost, the music comes first. If they want to delve into the actual lyrics, then that comes second. Mm-hmm. James, to create the actual music is the first thing you're going to be hit with. If you want to, and obviously the titles themselves, I've always tried to make the actual titles very, very strong.
Yeah.
But if you want to delve into the lyrics further, because I'm well aware with the aggressive vocals, especially more so with bands like Dark Throne and Mayhem, is there any point in having a lyric sheet because you can't understand the word they say as a rule of thumb, and we appreciate that. And I listen to, many a band as James does. So whether you do take that next step to actually read the lyrics, I don't know the percentage of fans that do or don't. Do you?
I think for us, quite a high percentage.
Yeah,
I think so.
Lyrics are a major part of it.
Well, the song titles are so freaking interesting. You've got to dive in a little bit more. I think that adds another layer. Another layer of enjoyment to Meads of Asphodel music. Hey, so speaking of black metal, you guys have had some great guests on previous releases on Host, right, from Talk?
Yeah, so on that one, Jesus the Jew album, talking.
Yeah, we've had Host has done the he sang on the song Jew Killer, which we well aware that when we writ it, we knew the title would cause a bit of a shit, especially on that kind of fine line between that racist kind of vibe. But it's all about Pontius Pilate, so there's always a reason for that song being called that.
Yeah,
but
it's
we're also aware of a lot of what we do is very kind of provocative as well.
You are describing in that song the crucifixion of Jesus, the murder of Jesus. So yes, I mean that's what it's about. But
absolutely, and Pontius Pilate is a Jew killer, so that's what the song is about.
Yes. Now,
I wouldn't know that. Yeah, we're well aware that again what we were speaking about prior, when people hear the music and they hear the song Jesus, Jesus the Jew or Jew killer. With that, if they don't read the lyrics, they're not going to understand it.
Yep.
So that again is secondary, and a lot of fans or people won't read them lyrics. They just take the song for what it is, and we've been called racist many times, haven't we?
Yeah, it's fun though to see people's reaction like that when they like, you can't have a song called that. It's like read the lyrics.
Read the lyrics.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, this is a historical. This is a fact, and you're telling the story. It's in the lyrics. Yeah. Hey, so and Alan Davey, right?
Yeah, he's a long time guest. He's been with us since my first album with the band in 03.
Exhuming the Grave, he was on. He's a bass player, second to Lemmy. He just plays like he's so powerful. So if we can get him playing, then we will.
Well, was he in Hawkwind with Lemmy?
No. Alan joined Hawkwind in 85, sorry.
Okay.
I think Lemmy had left Hawkwind in 75.
Yeah. Yeah, so he replaced Lemmy on bass. Basically, in Hawkwind.
They played live when Hawkwind done special shows. They've both been on stage with Hawkwind at the same time.
Do you guys have some live shows forthcoming?
James has got some ideas about that.
So maybe
we've not.
Okay.
We've not done it yet.
We've never played a gig in our entire 21-year history.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Set me straight, please. I guess I was not aware. I apologize.
It's an issue with us, and
it basically exists like a kind of a Dark Throne stroke Bathory kind of band,
Yes.
Kind of working thing.
And when you're shooting a video, it looks like it's a live show, sort of. That's kind of the flavor I take from it. How's that Gretzko going now?
It's not. I think she's using the wrong.
Just hold that up so the guys can see it. This is
maybe.
This is a death metal singing.
I figured it out.
Guys, this is a Gretzko. She sings death metal. It is a TV series on Netflix over here.
It's up here. You squeeze up here.
I can see.
Up here.
And so here's the setup on a Gretzko. She works in an office, a boring Tokyo office, and you get shit on by her boss in corporate America or corporate Japan.
Yeah,
and
they're not in corporate America.
And then so to get her aggression out and to have a safe venue for venting,
Safe avenue for venting.
She sings death metal karaoke
And drinks lots of beer. She is me.
Check it out.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Cannibal Corpse every episode. It's so cool.
I like her song called Shitty Boss.
Oh, she has a song called Shitty Boss?
Shitty Boss! Yeah. Shitty Boss, yes. Mm-hmm.
See, I think this is Meads of Asphodel territory because the world is surrounded with shitty corporate people that I don't know, they try and squelch the creativity of bands like Meads of Asphodel who just want to play music.
Yeah, and I think as time goes on, we become a kind of, we don't fit in as much as we did because everybody's looking for anybody under rocks. Everyone's a Nazi now. You know, there's a lot of kind of that going on, isn't there?
Yeah, we always, when it comes to music, we do what we want. That's always been our philosophy.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't matter what's going on in the scene at the time or, you know, anything. We just do what we like, what we love.
Yeah.
We you know, I as a musician love metal. Metal is in my blood, but I also have a massive love for jazz and blues and folk and dance and everything else. And since I hear a lot of comparisons with all these genres and metal, and for me, it's what they should go together. For me, if I'm creating music for myself, which partly obviously I am, that's how I would like my music to be, is a mix of all these things, you know. So yeah, a lot of people, it can be Marmite, you know, a very English term, hit and miss, you know. It's not, you know, not everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah, you mix it all up in there.
Metal music in general, I think it embraces so many subgenres anyway, you know. So I think it works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it works for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in the South here, and you know, and it was all blues here for decades, and then New Orleans is not that far from us. That's a real mix of so many styles of music, but all of that was
just a real bucket list. I'd love to go to New Orleans. Love to soak up the atmosphere there. It's like an amazing place.
Come on over, JD, because you fly into Dallas first, and then I'll give you a ride to New Orleans.
Cool.
I'll give you a ride. It's only 8 hours from here.
It is only 8 hours. And you can stop and get meat pies.
Can you get British meat pies? You can get.
I don't know. Lazions?
Janie Slash
is that what it's called? In Natchitoches?
Oh, okay.
Lazions? They've got good meat pies and good mashed potatoes.
Well, she's recalling when we previously drove from Dallas to New Orleans, and there's always a good stop along the way. But Louisiana has so much good flavor and good music and good witchcraft.
And partying. And booze.
Oh, man. Hey,
One day.
It's fun.
I think of you guys as very prolific, and all the releases in the past and all the EPs, and even between the full lengths, you're you know, there's EPs coming out and such, and I just want to say great job. Keep making that unique music, metal music with all the influences in it, and like I said, man, I even love the slower, the doom, the ambient flavors in all of those songs too. On that preview I watched of everything coming up for Running Out of Time, Doing Nothing.
Yeah, there's certainly been a lot of different levels of mood, extremity. I think we've touched on pretty much everything, haven't we?
Yeah, there's always more places to explore.
Yeah, this new album is pretty more accessible. I think it's the most accessible Meads album that we've done. Not deliberately so, but it's the way it come out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because we didn't have a clear concept. It was just a bit more disjointed. In the last two albums we had a clear picture, a goal where we wanted to get to. This one kind of built its own picture slowly by itself.
It's a very natural, probably my favourite release that we've done.
Good. Now I want Jason, our engineer, and thank you, Jason, for covering the board, to pop up the Metatron website And then when we go to that, there's a great link on the right that is album info, album update. Or is it, let's see, store. Is it under About, Jason, right there?
There's a new album video update.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, that one. Now, this is a smart idea. I think every band should do this. It's you guys talking for a few minutes about each and every song briefly, and then a small little snippet of that song on this video. I found it brilliant and informative, and just made me a lot more interested in the release.
That's just really good to hear. Honestly, when I was making it, I really didn't know if people would enjoy it, or want to hear. So that, I thought if people did want to, they could watch it. If they didn't, they could turn off. But yeah, it's good to hear that people are taking from it what we intended.
Yeah. I think because, again, going back to one of the early questions you said about when you listen to the music first, and generally that's generally it. But with the Meads, as I said, if you cut through that and go deep into the song, with that kind of synopsis, we try and explain what the music's about, what it's about lyrically. Because as I said, some of the lyrics in some of the songs are quite strong. So we try and give a kind of, not that we care what other people think, but we certainly would like them to understand it, because a lot of my lyrics are written in a kind of classical, Edgar Allan Poe / Byron Shelley way. It's sometimes I know what it means.
Yeah.
But I don't expect everybody to understand it, because it's kind of surreal. Especially this new album is very surreal. The lyrics are extremely surreal, and they're very dark, and there's a lot of, as you said, hatred and death.
And some politics and personal as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of personal stuff in there, because my mother died when this was all coming about. So there's a lot of deep stuff in this, but it's all kind of entwined in all the different songs. I think the music, although the lyrics are kind of cold and dark, I think the music is pretty warm and kind of light. So it's a kind of a clash. It's a mixture of emotions, and that's what this band generally is about.
I agree. I think that the music is uplifted. The sound is a little more uplifting, than many maybe black metal albums. But you're right. Then the dark part is more of the lyrics.
Yeah, that's down to James. It's funny, you can give him a set of lyrics like the Hud Hud, and it's probably the most melodic song on the album. And he gets his interpretations of what we're trying to do. And
it's about a shorebird. Am I right?
Hey?
Is that the song that is about the bird?
The Broken Wings of a Hudhud. Yeah, it's about the bird. It's the national bird of Israel, but it's also got a lot of relevance in the Quran. So you've got this Arab-Israeli thing going on, and it's about Palestine basically. And the broken wings are the Palestine people.
Yes.
And the Hudhud represents both sides, and it's a pretty much again, it's hatred. They're going to hate each other because they're father to son, and the hatred will go on and on and on, and it will never end.
Is that the bird on the album cover?
No, that is, again, this is the album cover. We didn't have a clue what the album cover was going to be. We knew it was going to be called Running Out of Time Doing Nothing, because I think that's a phrase that a lot of people can relate to. But I saw this cover, and the two babies hanging the frogs over. I think the birds are storks, and it just seemed to match the craziness of the title. And James, when he saw it, agreed.
Yeah, the atmosphere of it, just the dark evening, strange goings on. It kind of just works.
Yeah, and it's a big change for what our album covers generally are.
Yeah,
as well. So this album is a kind of a breath of fresh air. It's injected some kind of new life into the band, and this is what we wanted.
Good.
And it took 6 years to do. it's for me anyway. It's perfect.
Good. So it took 6 years, but yeah, like you said, new visual imagery and kind of a new approach to the songs and sound as well. But it's still Meads of Asphodel, and it's got that diversity. And I think we put on our flyer experimental metal. I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have just said, hey, this is metal with diverse, perspective.
Yeah, I think both will work.
All right.
Yeah,
good.
it's, but whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, whatever.
Meads of Asphodel. Janie Slash. All right, so we covered "Life Is Shit." I love all those. I love it when you do covers of Stranglers songs.
Shit.
And the song is Tank, because this is an angry band. We're talking about war and hatred and such.
And life being shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what, guys? The Stranglers came over to Las Vegas last month, and we were there, and we caught them, and they played Tank.
They are one of these. There's no band that sounds like them. In the punk scene where they come from, they were unique. I think they were probably more. I don't know how they got involved, because they're not. They're so unique, and some of their albums. There's a few very accessible tracks, but a lot of their songs are really hard to digest.
Yeah,
they're that unique, aren't they?
Yeah.
But Tank is probably that's my favourite Stranglers track, although there's many of them. Have you heard the cover of Walk On By?
Of course, yes.
That is quite fantastically long track,
yeah.
And the Hammond organ on that is stunning.
Yes, and I mean, what balls do they have to cover that song and being embraced in the punk community, right?
Absolutely. And again, we're well aware that although we're very proud of our punk scene, we're extremely aware. And then again, another one of my favourite bands where it all comes from, and that's the Ramones, isn't it?
Yeah, the Ramones. Brilliant.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, just second and none.
See, we do have an American influence on the Meads of Asphodel. The Ramones, yeah. And we've had Marky on this show before, and CJ as well, and man, those two guys are still going strong. But
yeah, it's a stunning band. It's funny how you get their T-shirts to become a kind of a fashion thing. I met someone a couple of years ago who was wearing a Ramones T-shirt, and I goes, "Oh, great band! I didn't even know it was a band."
That's pretty terrible.
Yeah, insane, isn't it? Insane.
It is a very neat looking T-shirt.
People wear it and they think it's some sort of noodle or something. I don't know.
I think that's also goes with Misfits shirts too. And Damned. The Damned is one I've seen a lot because people buy it because it says The Damned, and they're like, "This is awesome!" And I really like that band. They're like, "It's a band?" What?
Yeah.
They just invent themselves every album. A stunning band.
There you go.
Yeah.
So on your next EP of covers, I'm just throwing it out there, guys.
Again, we deliberately didn't put a cover on this album.
No,
right.
We had a cover on the we had an EP last year where we did a cover of Jan Hammer's what's it called?
Crockett's theme
for Miami Vice.
Oh, cool.
That was the last cover we did.
That was easy because I didn't have to make any grunts on that because there isn't any vocal.
There's no vocal. Oh. So what did Metatron do?
Watch.
Metatron. Now, look, do you have some songs where you just make noise and it's not really any singing?
When you say noise, what do you mean by noise? Do you in the vocal? Or?
Yeah, in the vocal. I mean, just a grunt or two.
We do
a lot of them. A lot of I think Host in Take is renowned for that, but we certainly do. Yeah.
Good.
Don't ask me why. It just seems natural.
We were very pleased to see Take when they came through Dallas. It was about 2 years ago, and Host, I'm sure he's a great guy, but man, he puts on a mean demeanor and look on stage. He's serious.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
But
They're one of the, I think, last of the great, second wave Norwegian black metal bands that still sound what they're supposed to sound like.
Yep.
I think Norwegian black metal now is pretty much everybody's doing their own thing. Dark Throne are doing their own kind of heavy metal-y, punky stuff, and you can name all the old bands. I think Mayhem are pretty much still sounding like they were, but there's not many anymore. But Take, if you want to hear some proper Norwegian black metal, then that's the bands to listen to.
That's right, and everything they do just seems to be produced so well. It just bursts out of my speakers.
Yeah, he's certainly got a knack for it, hasn't he?
Yes, my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, they do a cover of Murder Junkies song, and Murder Junkies is an American band.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And what's his name?
G.G.
Allen.
Yeah, G.G. Allen. Sorry.
That is a stunning cover. That is a good cover.
Oh man. Guys, what else? Look, we want to direct people, Janie / I think you asked him this, so we just want to be sure.
We want to direct people to your website.
Yeah, so you said go straight to the band website for ordering the new record.
Yeah, you can just pop along there and you can go to our shop and it's all just a click away on PayPal.
Is it available in multiple different platforms or just CD, or do you have a digital download? Do you have an album, like a record?
The digital download will be available in about a week's time. But basically, as soon as we send out the pre-orders, the digital download will go up straight away.
Perfect.
Across all platforms. And that's Metron said earlier. It will be out on vinyl later on in the year as well, and alternative US version, a CD version as well.
How do you guys feel about the kind of like different types of vinyl? They're doing so much with vinyl now. It's really neat. Like you can get vinyl that like bleeds on the inside, or a green one, or red. I like vinyl.
Yeah,
a lot.
We had a beautiful one for the Murder of Jesus the Jew, translucent red, full vinyl set, which was a beautiful looking vinyl.
Yeah. I love vinyl.
A double vinyl, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was double?
This the new album will need to go on a double because it won't fit on one.
Oh, that's right. It's because you have a 9-minute song on it, and then you have a 6 minutes, and then you have an 8-minute song on it. I mean, this is you're right. This is intense metal, and with just so many influences.
I really dig vinyl. I really do. I prefer vinyl to CD. Especially now that they offer digital downloads with vinyl typically, so it's not like you're missing out. You can still download it to like your phone or listen to your car.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. We're glad you guys made time to talk to us today, and
yeah, you guys stayed up late for us. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
For him, it's staying up late. For me, it's the middle of the day. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was late.
They're like us. They're vampires. So.
Oh, okay, got it. I was like, that was late. It's midnight, right? Or like 1?
Very rarely talk because I'm up in the day. When I go to sleep, he wakes up.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
See, I'm kind of the same way. I sleep during the day and I'm up at night.
So we've had JD Tate and we've had Metatron from Meads of Asphodel. Their brand new release on Godrea Records is Running Out of Time Doing Nothing. This band is repped by Imperative PR. High fives to Imperative. And guys, any last words to American fans over here on the record, or just any message in general?
If you like the music, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what it is, but that's all I can think of. Yeah,
if you enjoy strange, interesting music, we've it's something you can find every time you spin it, then we're the band for you. Check us out.
I think what JD is saying is the more you listen, the more you hear new things in it.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, you can play it more than once to digest everything that's in it.
Gotcha.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's like rewatching your favorite movie. You see new things.
There's also lots of times where you not talking about your music, just talking about some things in general. Like I've seen movies that I haven't particularly cared for the first time, and I watched them again and been like, oh my god, it's the best movie I've ever seen. Sometimes it just takes a couple of viewings, and then sometimes you have to listen to or see or something a few times before you get the true meaning of it. There's so many things and layers to everything.
Absolutely. Miles Davis, Bitches Brew, first time I heard it, jazz album, classic jazz album. I just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And heard it again 6 months later, and for some reason it clicked, and now it's one of the greatest records in my life.
Isn't that something?
Well, and sometimes you can go through a life experience that all of a sudden when you listen to music again, it's like, oh, I can relate to that. I need more of that in my life right now.
This is the story of that New York DJ who opened in 1970 whatever, 76 or 75, the brand new Ramones, the first Ramones, and he put it on and he played it and he said he thought it was awful and he threw the record against the wall and broke it, and now he is the most devoted fan ever, and
so
finally realized what Blitzkrieg Bop started in America and across the globe.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, thank you so much. And man, best on the release coming out here in just a matter of days on the new record. And I regard you as a friend, and so let's stay in touch regarding any new announcements down the road as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time.
Indeed.
You're very welcome. All the best to Meads of Asphodel. That's Metatron and JD.
Farewell. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Take care,
guys.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye.
Thank you.
You know, I thought I figured this shit out, but I just can't figure it the fuck out. Like, I had it going, and now it's not going no more.
Okay. A lot of people might not know what that means.
I got it.
Are you talking about her vibrating? Does she sing?
See the vibration.
And what is that, a microphone in her right hand?
She does.
I mean, Paul?
It's karaoke. So if you actually, I think it's in the intro, she vibrates, and she gets real big, and she has the tears. That's like what that is. It's from the intro. So yeah, it's like somewhere in here. You got to squeeze it somewhere in here, and she vibrates.
Hey,
box.
All right, so we're gonna dovetail back to.
I will figure it the fuck out. I'm working on it.
You got it, and then
I'm dedicated.
Weekly Dose of Horror is coming up in a moment. Janie Slash will update you on all new things horror. But right now, we're going to dovetail back to the Four Ocean and talk for a moment about Liquid Death as well.
Tell me about the Four Oceans.
So on this, this is our message with Liquid Death, and that is don't contribute to plastic, death to plastic. And recyclable aluminum is what Liquid Death puts their product in, and so it doesn't end up like this. This is a nonprofit that goes out and scoops up plastic and junk and trash in our oceans because it is our world is becoming choked by single-use plastic.
I sent you, like, when I was in New Orleans at the aquarium in New Orleans, they had like a thing where they took all like a lot of the trash from the ocean and they made it into sculptures in the aquarium, and one of them was a shark. And it was awesome. Yeah. It's terrible that all that is in the ocean, but it's amazing that they took all that plastic and made it into a beautiful sculpture as a symbol of, hey guys, quit dumping your fucking plastic in our ocean. We love our sea creatures and also our planet and our oceans. They're kind of important. We can't really replace them. Just saying.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is...
I love sharks, so if you fuck with my sharks or my sea turtles, I'm coming for you. I'm just saying.
And there's a lot of whales.
I love animals far more than I love people.
Did you know there's a new crisis of whales that are beaching themselves, that are dying?
No, don't be sad. Don't bring me down.
No, I'm just saying.
I had coffee. I'm hyper.
This is all about the health of our oceans.
I thought this was about the health of the whales.
Which is the health of this planet. That's my point. Now, liquiddeath.com is a cool-ass website. They say death to plastic. And if you want to drink water, drink it out of a recyclable aluminum can. Murder your thirst, 100% mountain water from the Alps.
Hey, I must throw this part in here because we rarely mention this. You must also recycle the can. Doesn't do you any good to drink out of the can if you don't fucking recycle it. So let's start recycling more, people.
You're talking about this right here?
Yes, you must recycle it. Or you can hoard it like Satan does. Satan hoards them. We have a ton of cans at home.
Got a whole bunch in the fridge.
He's hoarding them.
Yeah.
Save Janie is what we should be doing. Save Janie from all the cans.
Save the oceans and Janie.
Janie's going to start recycling them all. I'm going to go recycle all the cans. I'm going to start recycling. I want to recycle. I'm getting a bin. We're doing this shit. It's happening.
You bet. Good. Death to plastic. The message, though, is death to plastic.
Yes, death to plastic. Recycle your shit. Drink liquid death. Help save the world.
Yeah.
The
Now-
oceans.
All right. Very good.
Okay. That's,
Janie Slash
that's
has
it. That's all I
a
got.
weekly dose of horror and will now present to us anything going on in the chat room that we need to highlight.
I'm not in the chat room
Okay.
right now.
So the weekly dose of horror by Janie Slash. Will you bring us up to date on?
Looking at my weekly dose of horror. Thanks for like totally exposing me.
Okay, I got it right here for you. So I think it included a preview or trailer.
Okay,
of-
okay, we're gonna start with Midnight Devils this Thursday at the Angelica, where there's a special screening of a movie called Midnight Devils. It is directed by Abel Berry, and get your tickets online now because it's gonna sell out. Michael Berryman will be in attendance because he is in this movie. You might see my titties because I am also in this movie. For a second, I was an extra.
You were topless for a second.
I was topless and I was an extra. So if you would like to come see me, I will be there probably. If I get a
that's
ticket in
Thursday.
time, I gotta buy a ticket.
Yeah,
And it's gonna be fun. But check definitely Michael Berryman's gonna be there. It should be a good. I mean, the trailer's amazing. It's gonna be a good movie.
Did
You
have
don't
a-
want to
did-
miss out.
Did you have a link for that
You
for
need
Jason?
to see this. Yeah, I sent it.
And
to him.
Yeah, I
and-
got it.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Ready
it
to
is.
go.
Hey, I got my shit covered here. I'm just saying. Just kidding.
All right, so pop that up, Jason. So we want to see the event. Now this is on Thursday, and it's Midnight Devil screening.
I have a
buy-
trailer.
He has a trailer. All I said was a trailer.
Yeah, she sent
Oh,
me a
great!
trailer.
Yeah,
That's all I
yeah,
said
yeah.
was a
Okay.
trailer.
All right, good deal.
It's like he didn't read my email.
Are
He
you
just
in the trailer?
forwarded it. No, I'm not in the trailer.
All right, let's have
I'm
a look.
an extra. An extra.
Okay,
That's it. I play as
let's have a look.
extra.
Let's have a look.
Okay. Are you sure this is empty?
Nobody's been here since my grandpa disappeared. We'll be safe here.
Interrupting holy ceremony.
I'm not going anywhere without my money.
She has the money, so we're gonna offer her a trade.
You did this.
Take my hand. Take my hand.
So yes, be at the Angelica and check that out.
That looks intense.
Right?
This is a Texas-made film.
I know.
Whoa,
I'm excited.
that looks intense.
And
All
remember, Michael Berryman will be in attendance. He was in The Hills Have Eyes.
right. Michael Berryman will be at the
He
screening.
is a cool fucking dude. Like, you want to go. Yeah, he's going to be there. He's going to be in attendance. Yep. You can check them out. They're on Facebook, Midnight Devils. And they'll have the ticket links and everything. I failed in that point. I didn't send that in.
Look, don't worry about that. You were going to talk
I was
about.
doing it from work and I was working in multitasking.
You were gonna talk
and
about
I
Annabelle.
Failed in life. Yes. Next week. Right? The 26th. Is it the 26th or 25th? I don't know. Anyway, my point is next week, Annabelle is coming out. And if you're a fan of the like Conjuring and Annabelle franchise, there's a new movie coming out. So just wanted to give you guys
What is the full title? Annabelle
Coming Home, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
I like evil dolls.
Did you have a link or anything on?
Yes, I sent a trailer. Did you
Gotcha.
not read my email? He doesn't read my emails.
Are we going to show the trailer?
Yes, let's show the trailer.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's this?
You folks need to turn around. Pretty bad accident up ahead.
Anything we can do?
You a doctor or something?
Or something.
Nice doll.
That's what you think. Did it work?
The evil is contained.
could you not tell me you're babysitting for the Warrens tonight?
Mwah. And we'll be back early tomorrow morning.
Have fun. Don't your parents keep any creepy stuff around?
We keep it all locked away in a room. It's not good for anyone to go in there. My dad says that everything in there is either haunted, cursed, or used in some ritualistic practice.
What's that?
The ferryman. They put coins over the eyes of the dead so he could take their souls.
What about the doll that's in there?
Annabelle, she's in a case for a reason.
It's the beacon for other spirits.
Mrs. Warren?
Mom, is everything okay?
Something is happening inside your house, and we're not really sure what to do.
Can I speak to Annabelle?
I'm sorry?
You need to give her a soul, dear. She wants us.
So yes, the reason why I picked a spot like that movie is because I'm a huge fan of Lorraine Warren. She's the reason why I had to become a paranormal investigator. Also want to mention, Ghost Babes update. We had a meeting Thursday, and we are working on filming more episodes. So far, we currently have 2. You'll see them in, I believe, September.
Ghost Babes, and you've got a Facebook page. People can go there.
Yeah,
and
check us out, Ghost Babes.
Yeah.
And we have an Instagram, too, so follow us there at Ghost Babes.
Now-
You'll know, because you'll see me and Matilda.
Wasn't this the big anniversary of Jaws?
It is the big anniversary of Jaws. I believe it's the 44th anniversary of Jaws. And they have found Bruce, and they are in the process of restoring him.
Bruce Campbell?
No, not Bruce Campbell, but it is Bruce Campbell's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
But the shark's name is Bruce. That's why they named the shark in Finding Nemo Bruce.
And there he is.
And there's Bruce. So the famous Greg Nicotero, awesome, badass special effects artist, is in the process of fixing up Bruce. It's pretty exciting.
Can you fit a human being in that mouth?
Yeah. Well, Quint went in there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Open up.
And remember also, Alamo Draft House, if you're in, I don't know if it just happens in Austin, but if you're in Texas this time of year, you can check out the Alamo Draft House. Has all those Jaws on the Water screenings. Just kind of a random thought. We don't have anything to show you for it.
Yeah.
But you can find it at the Alamo Draft House website. It's fucking badass. We did it a couple years ago. You like float and watch Jaws on a big screen outside while drinking beer. And they also do like shark bites. I had a shark bite, like a tear, painted on my leg. There's like badass face painters that paint that shit. It's freaking amazing. So definitely want to check it out. And they give you big tubes with a Jaws bite. Sharks are like my favorite animals. That's why I'm all about the Jaws life. Shark Week falls on my birthday every year. Makes me happy.
Well, that was cool. Little article on the actual animatronic shark.
And also San Diego Comic-Con, which also falls right around my birthday. They're gonna have a very special pop out, which is actually Jaws eating Quint. Yes, it's amazing. I want this in my life. I can't get it though because I will not be at San Diego Comic-Con. But if you go to San Diego Comic-Con and you're like, hey, this would be the perfect thing for Janie for her birthday, message us. I'll give you my address and you can mail it to me. I will get a P.O. box just for you to mail that to me.
You're Madam Monster.
That will make my life super fucking wonderful if you just mail that to me. Buy me one.
All right. Well, make your appeal. Maybe your fans will do this.
I just did.
All
Did
right.
you not hear this?
They want the pop. So where do they?
I feel like he never pays attention to me. Like I'm sitting here and I'm pretty fucking loud.
Where do they get the pop?
I just told you. Oh my god, Jason, you heard me right? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
What was the answer?
Welcome to my life.
San Diego Comic-Con.
See?
Oh, you have to. Okay.
Yeah, you have to show up to San Diego.
You have to go to San Diego Comic-Con.
I thought you could order it online.
No. If we could.
You
I would
probably
just
can here in
buy
a few
it
months after somebody
myself.
gets one, and then they're like, "Well, I'm
And
going to
it'll be
sell
like
this on eBay for like $8,000."
Yeah, $8,000.
Janie/fans who are going to San Diego next month, please. buy her one.
Comic-Con.
Right.
Comic-Con. This is my life. This is just how this is. He never listens to me.
Is there anything else for Janie/weekly dose of horror, Janie?
Nope, that's it. That's all she wrote.
All right, you got it. All right, good. We had fun this weekend, and I want to share the photos with you at Gas Monkey.
I wasn't there.
And
He had fun.
but by looking at these photos, you certainly will feel like you were.
I mean, I felt like I was. I saw them. I heard about it.
It was wild.
I mean, I'm a Dope fan. I like Dope, all right. Static X is cool.
Gas Monkey and Gas Monkey venue and Corpsepaint show. We co-present a lot of times on cool events. This is Raven Black sticking out her tongue. Thank you, Raven, for being so cool. And that was on stage Friday night at Gas Monkey Live. But we're going to scroll through a few cool pictures. Check out this band. Raven Black is the name of the band. Raven Black Band.
We've had them as a past guest twice, I believe now.
Yeah.
You can watch those on YouTube. Also, our Bruce Campbell episode's on YouTube too, if you want to check that out. Sorry.
No. I'm glad you pointed it out. We have had Bruce on the show. And, of course, she brought out her big teddy bear. That is Raven Black from Raven Black Band. Raven Black Band on IG.
She's rad. She's really awesome to talk to. Super nice lady.
Next up was Wednesday 13. The lead singer had an array of costume changes and tried to get some great photos right down front. So Wednesday 13 is an awesome band, and if you're into horror metal, check them out. They're actually from the city you're going to next weekend, Phoenix, I believe.
I'm so excited. Wednesday 13, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, they're a Phoenix band.
We met
Look at that.
Wednesday.
Look at that picture.
We met Wednesday 13 in Arizona.
We did.
Yeah.
But look at that.
He was supposed to play a concert out there, but it didn't work out.
And then he would do these wild gyrations and wearing, all
Did
the
he have
different
a
paint
fan?
colors.
Yeah, he likes the fan. It blows
I don't
his hair
recall.
around.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. But he did a lot of shaking and moving like that. That's Wednesday 13. The package included, and look, man, he took all these different.
I love that venue. That venue is just one of the best, I think, around.
It's an amazing venue, and it's great to perform out. They're wonderful, and they're very accommodating for the talent.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, they've got great hospitality.
I got to play there one time, and they're amazing even for local bands. It's phenomenal.
They take very good care of you.
Yeah, and then he had the devil mask as well. We've got a few cool pictures also of Dope. Oh yeah, look at this one, Janie. This is I think the coolest. So he brought out the pitchfork, wearing his horns, and yeah.
Those are some very pointy horns.
Mm-hmm. You might get forked by that pitch.
I'm okay.
All right.
I'll pass. Thank you though.
I like all these pictures. All right, so we were able to speak with Virus from Dope and had a great time seeing them on stage as well.
Where will they be able to see that interview?
That is Virus on the right side there, and the guitarist. No, it was just a telephone.
Okay, but where will they be able to hear the interview? Are you going to air it here?
No. I'll push it on the Facebook page.
Okay, that's
so
what I feel like
that is Virus from Dope on the right, and they put on a powerful show. Of course, anyone who loved them from the '90s is just still as good, and just fantastic. All right, and then next up was Devil Driver. That's him on stage in Dallas. And
are they a local band?
Devil Driver? No.
No. I'm getting confused with somebody else.
No,
they're not.
But
they play here a lot. It seems like. I feel like.
Man, what a show! Just powerful. I like that picture as well too. Everyone was headbanging, and it was so good. Janie / what else going on? You got Burlesque Bingo.
I have so much Burlesque Bingo. So if you would like to come see me, if you've never been to Burlesque Bingo, come check me out. I'm Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday now. Mondays you can find me at Fortress and Richardson starting at 8.
Hold on, go slow. We got a flyer here.
Nope, that's back 9. That's Tuesday. Tuesday you can find me at the back 9 starting at 8 p.m. I'm on an elevated stage.
Okay, and where is back 9?
Pretty amazing. It's off of Beltline.
Addison, Texas?
In Addison, Texas.
Gotcha, okay.
Most of my bingo happens in Addison, and one happens in Richardson.
Yeah, good.
So Tuesdays, I'm at the back 9, starting at 8 p.m. That's in Addison. And if you follow me on Instagram, I will post everywhere I'm at. It's Janie Slash. It's private, but just request it. Maybe shoot me a message to say, hey, I want to see where you're at.
But are you posting this on your Facebook too?
I post it on my Facebook too. Also, you can friend request me. Or also just go like me at Janie Slash on Facebook, and I'll post it there as well.
Yeah, you've always got good stuff coming.
I have so much shit going on. So if you would like to come see me, say hi. Yeah, follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Janie Slash. And also, I am on Wednesdays at Bender's Sports and Spirits, which is off of Midway, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it's Midway in Addison, and it starts at 7:30. If you walk in the door and you see me right there, don't be startled. It's okay. One guy accidentally shut the door in his face. He was a little shocked. Most people don't expect to walk in and see a lady standing there in lingerie holding bingo balls.
In other words, that's kind of the stage is right there where the door
stage,
is.
I am right by the door.
Gotcha.
So high five me on your way in. Like, hey, what's up? High five. Here's a card.
Now, here's a big thing you're doing.
Get a drink.
Which is,
food.
I sent Jason the link that showed the image of you on the Mad Monster, and it showed you up in the right corner.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Mad Monster.
Not a monster.
I know. But we didn't show this image, and this is the one that is like, I think it's a still photo, Jason, that I had put into our package there. So you're on the upper right, you're Mad Monster, and this is the Mad Monster Party in Phoenix, Arizona, coming up this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go.
He's working for it.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be a showcase starting at 10 p.m. So if you're in the Arizona, Scottsdale, Phoenix area, you should come check it out. It's going to be amazing. Raindrops is also performing. But
Who's that on the far right?
I don't know, actually.
It's you.
Oh, it's me, yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's you.
There is also a cosplay contest, so definitely get in your, not cosplay contest, they have a cosplay. You can get a free green screen photo for your cosplay. I think it's on Sundays. And then there's a costume contest on Saturdays. It is a freaking intense costume contest. They have some incredible costumes, so you should compete. Satan's competed before. He did not win.
Madame.
Did you get third or fourth or something?
I think so.
He got or second.
That's fine.
I can't remember.
There's so many good ones.
They used to have a pageant, a Miss Arizona pageant, and that's how I got started going. I used to compete in the pageant every year. I lost every year. I got third last year. Finally placed. It was the last year. But it's cool because I will be performing in their showcase instead, which will be so much more fun than competing. But I've met so many wonderful friends. I have know so many lovely people in Arizona, and I'm excited to see all my friends next week. So if you are in the Arizona area, like in Scottsdale, Phoenix, definitely swing by. Check out Mad Monster. And you will not regret it. It's a great convention. It's run by lovely, wonderful people that I just absolutely adore. And you definitely want to be there and come say hi to me.
And you will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
In Phoenix this coming weekend.
Yes, I will be.
Hey, we want to give a big thank you to Jason working the board tonight. Big thank you to Metatron and JD Tate from Meads of Asphodel. And, of course, Paul from Imperative PR for helping us produce and arrange all of that. Janie Slash, you've always got great, interesting things to say and events coming up and such.
I ran Spartan yesterday with Raid.
Well, all right. So Spartan, for the uninitiated, is an obstacle course race that you said is 3 miles, and then you said it was 5 miles because you run up and down stairs so much.
Supposedly it's measured out to be like, okay, so Spartan likes to fuck with you psychologically. Like, they're great, but every time you run, you'll be like, hey, I'm almost finished. Like, yeah, you're super close. And they're like, wait, what? Did you already go outside and go back in this way? And I was like, no, we haven't done. Oh, no, you're not even close to being finished. Like, what? What? They're like, you should have saw a mile marker. Like, they go to mile 3, and then there's no more mile markers. And you're like, this feels really long. It was supposed to be done.
What?
Like, we're high-fiving. Like, I kept thinking about the Mighty Ducks, which was like a old movie I used to watch when I was a kid about this, too. It was like Josh Hartnett and the other one that used to be like, yes! And they would, like, body slam. And I was like, that's what I feel like doing right now. Me and Rain would, like, high-five. They'd be like, yeah! We were intense.
What were some of the obstacles?
They had rope climb, which I do really well still. And they had, 6 feet walls, 5 feet walls. I didn't feel like getting over them, so Rain shoved my ass up over the wall.
So you gotta jump the wall.
I jumped and I was flailing, and I was like, fuck it, Rain.
And then she got your feet and kind of pushed
I love Rain. She, bowed down and was like, stand on me. And I was like, no, just give me your fucking hand. I'll step in your hand and just shove me up and then grab my ass and push me over. And that's what we did, and it worked fine. Like, we don't need to be stepping on nobody. That looks painful. I'm heavier than she is.
Did you help her over as well?
Of course.
Of course. Very good.
Then we did the scaling wall. And then they had a new balance beam. I love balance beams. I get excited about this shit. The air bike. Fuck whoever invented an air bike.
What is that?
That was a fucking nightmare. It's like the bike that's like it has like no resistance, and you have to do this thing, and it's like you need to burn 15 calories. It's the longest minute and 10 seconds of my life.
Stationary bike.
Yes, an air bike. There's like no resistance, so you have to burn 15 calories, and they have the things that like this. So you're just like working your.
So it's got a
ass
digital
off.
reader.
Yes, you have to burn 15 calories. You hit start, and then you start. But the stupid part was I thought I hit start, but I didn't. So I'd already like done like a little bit before I fucking realized. I was like, shit. So I had to push it again.
So this takes what a few minutes to get 15.
No, like a minute and 10. I feel like I did more than 15. But also they put in weighted burpees. Whoever came up, there's a special place in hell for the person that invented weighted burpees. Like, you think a burpee is bad. Try adding, like, 40 pounds to it.
All right.
It's fucking awful. Okay. They're like, here's this tube. You're going to jump down. Pick up the tube. Bring it up above your head. Lower it down.
Oh,
push-up position. Push-up. I kind of quit doing the push-ups. I went in the push-up position. I kept collapsing. It was like the very end, okay? I was, like, falling on it. It's like, fuck this. And then the rings, they were so sweaty because we ran at 3 o'clock, okay? So by the time we hit the rings, it was like 5. And I was doing okay, and I was like, oh, this is all right. So I got through like 3, and then I slipped and fell off because the fucking so sweaty, like, ugh.
So the ring that you grip
them, and you go from ring to ring, and I was doing good.
Yeah.
And then my fingers just slipped off. Because it was so fucking gross.
All right.
And oh my God, I had so many people sweat on me. Okay. And then, they got a new one. It was like a bunch of bars.
Do you still get a medal or a partial medal?
Fuck yeah, I got my participation medal.
All right.
I fucking participated,
Yeah,
and
did.
I fucking finished. Okay, so there's all these little bars, and you're like trying to swing, and you're like, do I want to go over, under? It was kind of fun. You know, you have to think about it. And like, it was like a nice little, like, yeah. And then, the barbed wire crawl. They put a barbed wire crawl in the grass. And I'm pretty sure I'm mildly allergic.
Is that like the army thing where you go crawl underneath it? Or
yeah,
whatever?
so we were rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling.
Yeah, you roll.
And we're roll. And we were itchy as fuck and dizzy as hell.
It was on AstroTurf or grass?
Grass.
All right.
Like grass.
Okay.
And then that was funny. Right before we started,
you have to tell everyone where this was.
AT&T Stadium.
The big one.
Like 3 miles of stairs. The reason why it was like 5 miles was because they didn't measure elevation. Like if you look at a map, you're like, oh, that's 3 miles. But then you don't count when you have to go up and down and up and down. With like, my favorite was the sandbag carry. So they give you a sandbag, and it's like you have to throw it over your shoulders, or you throw it however. You have to carry it up these stairs, right? So many people said fuck it and abandoned their sandbags. They were all in the bleachers, like everywhere, all these bags of sand, because they were just like, fuck this shit. I saw somebody literally just drop it,
jump over them
and walk out. No. They put them in the seats.
Yeah.
Like I feel so sorry for whoever had to go collect all those bags of sand in the end, because
but you did not do this.
No, I don't cheat. I mean, I didn't do the push-up all the way, so it's probably not, perfectly ideal, but that was okay. They said it was okay. I mean, nobody got mad at me for doing it. I still did the push-up position. I just kept collapsing, and I didn't want to face plan, okay?
All right. Well, I'm glad you finished.
I finished. I did good. Rain did good. We did well. We finished. Yay!
Let's do a quick recap, Janie.
They also found more stairs. They started outside this year and had you start going up little fucking 5 stairs at a time, which was obnoxious as shit.
Out in the heat?
Yes. Oh. Which, by the way, I will tell you, I highly, highly recommend Spartan Run.
Oh.
It's the most fun thing on the planet.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No, really, it is. I've run like 12 of them now, or 13 of them now. I think it's 13. Yeah. Lucky 13. And it is seriously, it is the most fun thing. Like, I'm bitching, but I love every minute of it. Except for the fucking weighted burpees. But other than that, I was super happy, and I was in such a good mood. I mean, I can't really walk today. You saw me fall the chair earlier.
Besides Burlesque Bingo, the big thing this week is Midnight Devils on Thursday.
Yes, and Mad Monster on this weekend.
Right, in Phoenix, but in Dallas. So on Thursday night, you can meet Michael Berryman.
Yes.
And Janie Slash.
No, don't meet me.
You're an extra in the movie.
I'm not
People
that excited.
might want to say hi.
No, you don't really want to.
And it's
you can, but I'm not very exciting.
And Abel Berry's the director. This movie looks intense, and we showed that trailer, so that's so cool. So you've got a full week coming up, Janie Slash, and I hope it just goes well. And
come see me at Bingo. You could win. It's different things depending on where you go. So if you like free booze, come to Richardson.
But
if you like free food,
real
come
quick,
to Addison.
Tell people how burlesque bingo works.
I give you a card. There's BINGO across the top. There's a number. I call one each. Out, whatever. You mark it down if it's on there. If not, do nothing. Make sure to mark your free space. Get excited when I call 069. And after somebody wins, they get a prize, and I take something off.
What does that mean? I take something off.
I seductively, slowly remove one article of clothing until I am mostly naked. That's why it gets weird when people walk in the bar and they're like, "Oh, one walked in right when I was doing the tassel twirl. He looked very confused."
So as people win around, you keep taking off more clothes.
Yeah. Somebody tried to make me stay and play pool with them. I was like, I can't. They're like, "How much do you want? How much money to keep you to stay here and play pool?" I was like, "I gotta go to another bar, and I don't play pool well." They're like, "Oh." My favorite was the guy that couldn't put the money into the machine. Like, he was trying to push on it, but he was very distracted. So one guy walked up behind him and shoved it in, and the guy nearly shit his pants. Like,
the pool table?
Yes, he couldn't get the coins in because he was distracted by somebody taking their clothes off.
Gotcha. Janie Slash, all right, always exciting. Jason, thank you again, man, and a big shout out to the guys from Meads of Asphodel. Thanks for making time for us.
Thank you for staying up to the middle of the day for us. You and your weird hours.
All right. And we will be back next Sunday with a great, exciting show. Janie Slash, you'll still be in Arizona.
I won't be here. I'll be on a plane probably.
It's no problem. That's all right. We got a lot of cool stuff to cover.
I'll be on a jet plane.
And I do want to tell you that in future weeks, it looks like we're getting this arranged for end of July or August. We will have Proscriptor from Absu back. Proscriptor back on the show from Absu. We hope you get what you deserve. Janie Slash, I'm wearing my cool demon shirt today.
Demon House.
We got
that at the Zach Bagans Museum
in
Vegas. I'm wearing this is Bushy shirt.
Bushy.
Because it's Bushy.
And thanks again to Jason. So we'll see you next week. We hope you get what you deserve.
I'll miss you guys next week, but I'll be back the next week. Have a good week. Bye. Excuse me.
We want you to elevate your life by going underground. By that we mean supporting independent art, independent music, independent print, independent movies.